Welcome to the Reach to Teach EPIK application tutorial video. Today, we're going to show you how to fill in the EPIK application step by step so your application is received by EPIK in completion. In the EPIK application email that was sent to you, you'll find the link to the EPIK online application and your password. Click the link in the email and you will be taken to this page. Click the Sign In button at the top of the page, then enter your email address and the password that was provided to you by Reach to Teach. Click Sign In. After you've signed in, you'll see your name at the top of the page. Click the Go button in the Apply Now box. The first page is waivers for use of personal information by the EPIK program. Click I do in the first box and I've read the information above in the second box. If you don't agree to both of these terms, you won't be able to proceed with the application. Finally, click the Proceed box. You'll notice that a pop-up box appears before you start filling out your application. Remember, if you have the application open and you leave it untouched for more than 6 hours, your data will be cleared and the application will reset to an empty application form. You must finish each page of the application once you start it and click the blue Proceed button at the bottom of the page or the information you entered won't be saved. Click Confirm to access the application. We've pre-filled in this application so that the application is concise and easy to follow. Follow the mouse on the application form for each section. All the sections with a red asterisk by them are required sections. So if they are not filled in, you will not be able to proceed to the next section of the application. The first section is Classification. Select Agency and then click on Reach to Teach from the box that appears below. The second section is Personal Information. Start filling in your personal information. Enter your full name exactly as it appears in your passport. Then enter your date of birth and age, sex, marital status, place of birth, and primary citizenship. If you have secondary citizenship, please list this in the appropriate box. Otherwise, leave it blank. The next part is for Korean heritage. If you are ethnically Korean, click Yes. A new box will then appear below the current one that asks if you possess Korean citizenship. Please confirm this with the Korean consulate and ask your Reach to Teach EPIK coordinator for the guidelines for a Korean nationality status check. If you are not ethnically Korean, click No. The next part is where you upload your photo for your application. EPIK is very particular about the photo that you upload, so please pay special attention to the requirements for the photo before you upload it. If you don't currently have an acceptable photo, please have someone take a headshot photo of you with your phone against a plain white background and upload that photo. Interview contact information. Please note that this is a part of the application that a great number of applicants get wrong with their available interview starting time. Pay special attention to the instructions marked below with an asterisk. Interviews are scheduled according to Korean Standard Time. EPIK is available for interviews Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Be sure to convert your available time to Korean Standard Time. Enter your primary phone number plus your country code. Enter your primary email address. Enter your Skype ID. Note that this is a required field and must be entered. Do not leave this field blank. If you have a secondary phone or email address, please enter those as well. Living abroad. If you've always lived in your home country, click No. If you've spent at least 1 month living in another country, either through a student study program or an employment program, click Yes and then fill in the correct information. Pay special attention to the format for the month and the year. Some sections want year, month, and day, while others want month and year. We can't stress this enough with this application. Pay attention to how EPIK wants you to complete dates for employment and schooling. The next part is your mailing address and phone number. List your primary mailing address, as this will be needed later in the EPIK application process when documents are mailed to you to apply for your visa. Enter your emergency contact information. Please only list a family member as your emergency contact, and ensure that your family member knows that they have been listed as your emergency contact and that they are available for emergency calls. Educational background. In Part 1, Educational Background 1, enter the schools you attended for grades 1 through 12, elementary, middle, and high school. List all of the schools you attended in chronological order. Fill out the boxes for the first school. Click the Add button under the heading on the left, and another box will appear below. Continue until you've listed every school that you have attended for grades 1 through 12. In Part 2, Tertiary Education 1, enter all universities you have attended. List schools where you received college or university credit. List all the schools in chronological order. If you took classes at more than one college or university, click the Add button under the heading on the left after you have filled in the first school. Certifications. In the first box, select the type of certification from the drop-down menu. In the second box, write the name or company that issued the certificate. In the third box, select Issue Date if you have already completed the certification. Select Expected Date if you have not completed your certification. In the box below, enter the issuing date or expected completion date. For example, 2019-08-15. Enter your TOEFL, TESOL, or CELTA course hours in the last two boxes. Include the number of hours for in-class or online hours for your certificate. Career. In Part 1, list your current employment. If you're currently a student, type in student under job title and your university name under employer. If you've graduated within the last 6 months and you're unemployed, type recent graduate under job title. If you're currently unemployed, type unemployed under job title. In Part 2, list any teaching experience that you have. Note that in order for EPIK to accept your teaching experience, it must be done with a school or organization. EPIK will not accept self-employed teaching or tutoring as teaching experience. If you've taught at more than one school or organization, click the Add button under Teaching Experience, and a box will appear under it for you to add another position. Contact information in Part 3 is only relevant if you have taught at a school in Korea. If you have never taught in Korea, skip this section. In Part 4, Orientation, answer both questions. If you answered yes to either question, contact your Reach to Teach EPIK coordinator and inform them that you've taught with EPIK before. In Part 5, Non-Teaching Work Experience, list all of your non-teaching work experience since graduating from high school in chronological order. In Part 6, Salary Level, visit the Reach to Teach website. Go to Teach in Korea in the navigation bar, and then Teach English for EPIK. You'll find the salary level chart for the EPIK program on this page. Notice that there are two different salary qualifications that you need to mark down: your current qualification and your expected qualification. If you are unsure of your salary level qualifications, please speak with your Reach to Teach EPIK coordinator. Application information. Part 1 is for a joint applicant or dependent. EPIK only considers married couples as joint applicants. Skip this section unless you're married and your spouse is coming with you or you plan on bringing your child with you. Part 2, Placement Preference. Select your preferred placement from the drop-down menu. Part 3 is Start Date Preference. Reach to Teach recommends that you choose the third option, February, March, April, Flexible, from the drop-down menu. Notice the question under the drop-down menu. Click Yes or No. File Upload. Upload your letters of reference in the first two sections. If you do not have your letters of reference completed yet, upload the blank letter of reference PDF that was in the attachment in the application email sent to you by Reach to Teach. When you click Upload File, a pop-up window will appear and ask you to select the file you wish to upload. If you do not upload a file for Recommendation 1 and Recommendation 2, the system will not allow you to go to the next page of the application. Part 3. Skip this section if you are not teaching in Korea right now. Part 4 is for South African and Quebec, Canada applicants. If you are from South Africa or Quebec, Canada, you must provide proof that your primary language of instruction for grades 7 through 12 were taught in English. Consent to provide personal information for application currently in progress. Click Agree or you will not be allowed to proceed to the next page. Click the blue Proceed button. The next page will show you all of the information you have just entered. Review all of your information. If it is correct, click the blue Proceed button at the bottom of the page. If something is incorrect, click the Go Back button. When you click the Go Back button, a pop-up window will state that the contents of this page will not be saved. Click OK on the pop-up. The information you just entered on the previous page will remain there, and you will be able to correct any mistakes you have made. Page 2, Additional Personal Information. Contact your Reach to Teach coordinator if you cannot answer yes to question 1. Contact your Reach to Teach coordinator if you answer yes to question 2. Question 3. If you have any piercings other than standard earlobe piercings, you must answer yes. A box will then appear where you need to explain what and where the piercings are. Question 4. If you have any tattoos, click yes. A box will appear below where you need to list a short description of the tattoo, the size of the tattoo, and where the tattoo is located. If you have any tattoos located on your hands, arms, feet, legs, neck, or head, you must upload photos of your tattoos or you will not be allowed to proceed to the next page. Upload a PDF or JPEG file of the photos. If you are having trouble combining the photos into one file, please contact your Reach to Teach EPIK coordinator for help. Question 5. Contact your Reach to Teach coordinator if you answer yes to question 5. Question 6. Click yes if you are vegetarian or vegan. A box will appear where you can complete your diet information. Question 7. Contact your Reach to Teach coordinator if you answer yes to question 7. Question 8. Are you applying with a friend or significant other that is not a legal spouse? If you click yes, write their full name, that they are using on their application, and your relationship to them in the box that appears below. Self-medical assessment. Question 1. You must answer yes to this question. All teachers are required to do a medical exam when they arrive in Korea. If you answer yes to questions 2 through 9, please contact your Reach to Teach EPIK coordinator. Acknowledgement of EPIK policies. Check the box to the right for questions 1 through 20. Under question 20, type your first name, middle initial, and last name. Put today's date in the current format. For example, 2019-08-15. Click the blue Proceed button. The next page will show you all the information that you have entered. Review all of your information. If it is correct, click the blue Proceed button at the bottom of the page. If something is incorrect, click the Go Back button. Personal essays. Above each essay box, there's a red asterisk and the topic that EPIK wants you to write your essay about. Below each essay box is a word counter. Each essay must be between 250 words and 400 words. Your personal essays will be assessed on content, form, grammar, and style by EPIK. Off-topic essays are not accepted. The essay is an important aspect of your EPIK application. Be sure to submit a proper essay that meets EPIK criteria and standards. Use spell check to check for spelling and grammatical errors. After you finish writing all 3 essays, there is one last question. EPIK wants to know how you learned about them. Click the box next to Recruitment Agency for Reach to Teach. Then click the blue Proceed button. The next page will show you all of the information that you have entered. Review all of your information. If it is correct, click the blue Proceed button at the bottom of the page. If something is incorrect, click the Go Back button. Lesson plan. Make sure that you read through the document, Lesson Planning Guide and Examples, that was attached to the EPIK application email from Reach to Teach before you complete this section. There is a word limit for each box above each section. There is a word counter under each box for each part of your lesson plan. Some parts have a 200-word limit. Others have a 400-word limit. Please pay careful attention to word limit requirements for this section. In the first box, select your grade level for your lesson plan. Reach to Teach recommends that you do an elementary level lesson plan. In the second box, select the ability level for your lesson plan. Reach to Teach recommends that you select beginner or intermediate level. In the third box, enter your topic for your lesson plan. Notice that EPIK is trying to give you guidance for every section of the lesson plan. If you hover your mouse over any box, a pop-up blurb will appear and let you know what to put in each section. Make sure to review the lesson planning guide and examples that Reach to Teach emailed you. When you have finished all parts of the lesson plan, click the blue Proceed button. The next page will show you all the information you've just entered. Review all of your information carefully. If something is incorrect, click the Go Back button to correct it. This is really important. Do not click the blue Submit Final Application button yet. Again, do not click the blue Submit Final Application button just yet. This is very, very important. Scroll up to the top of the page and click the Sign Out button. Email your Reach to Teach EPIK coordinator and let them know that you're finished with the application. Your Reach to Teach EPIK coordinator will then schedule a call time with you to go over your EPIK application before your final application submission. Thank you for your patience, as we know that the EPIK application can be quite long. We are certain that if you follow our instructions to the T, your application will go through without any issues. So good luck, and remember to contact your Reach to Teach EPIK coordinator to let them know you finished your application.